And hello, everybody. Terrible Shoes back at it again. And now I'm actually going to be giving a miniature review of Pokemon Legends ZA. It's actually funny. I think I'm wearing the same exact shirt as a video I made where I was talking about how I just wanted to talk about like the hate directed at this game as well. Um, but that's besides the point. Anyway, so at this point, I have, from that point when the video, that one was recorded, I have officially completed ZA at the point of this one being uploaded. Um, just to clarify on that, so you don't think I just recorded these back to back because I look like a homeless bum wearing the exact same shirt. Anyway, so after completing this game, I have a few things that I want to talk about with it. I'm going to name the things that I liked, that I really liked, and the things that I actually just really, really hated. And I'm going to start off with the things I hated just to get them out of the way. Again, uh, don't take this like I'm saying it's one of the worst games I've ever played or anything. This is just the parts of the games I did not like. Um, the very first hour of the game. I'm going to be completely real and honest with you. This is coming from somebody who has played just about every single mainline Pokemon game up to this point. Um, it is borderline unplayable. I'm serious. I am dead serious with my opinion on that. It is just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene after cutscene of nothing. You obviously it sets up the story at first. I understand that, but then when we start getting into just talking about drinking tea and how your day was, it's like just get a move on with it, so I can play the game. You eventually and I'm gonna try to do this without spoilers. You're eventually gonna hit a point where you have to go work for a detective, and they will give you some side missions to complete. Once you complete those initial side missions, the game actually fully opens up for you to explore. Not fully, actually. Again, I will avoid spoilers, but as you complete the game more and more, as you progress through the story mode, the areas to catch wild Pokemon will become more abundant, and there will be more of them in the city. Here's actually just as a side note for this, a lot of people were worrying about the size of the city, and while Lumio City is not gigantic by any means, I think it is actually a really good size, and it doesn't really it isn't over bloated with it isn't one of those things where like the map is so huge but there's nothing to do in it. The map is about like a medium size, I'd say, and there's a decent amount of stuff to do in it. But again, back to things that I don't like. Now this part, unfortunately, I have to kind of like, I guess, spoil, not really spoil, this was in the trailers and everything, but there is no co-op raid mode in this game, and I think that is one of the biggest missed opportunities that they could have ever done. It's actually an incredibly mind mind scrambling decision to me, because I feel like that's a mode that everyone would have wanted to play. Having four players go up against a incredibly strong rogue Mega Evolution Pokemon, I don't understand why they couldn't have included that for online multiplayer when we have a four-player battle mode that is functioning and works relatively well. It just, again, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I guess the last thing that I just really didn't like about this game was that, again, I felt like a lot of cutscenes, this is going past the first hour now, there are a lot of cutscenes that I feel drag on for far too long and are completely unnecessary. Um, and that's really about it for what I dislike. Oh, dog's barking. Sorry about that. So, things I liked about this game, well, there's actually a lot to talk about here. I think that the battle system is fantastic. It's very free flowing. It doesn't feel janky or anything like that. Unless, of course, you're using alpha Pokemon, because I think they didn't really think the size thing through in more of a confined space like a city, but you'll experience that yourself when you play. The battle system is very fun. The battles are very fun. And the encounters with wild Pokemon are just as fun as you would imagine. A lot of people were very worried that this wasn't going to be a good aspect of the game, and I think that those worries were proven completely false and wrong. It is an incredibly free-flowing part of the game. It works very well, and I think it is very fine-tuned and refined. Sorry, just a lot of noise going on outside, trying to drown it out. So, and another thing, yeah, I liked the wild zone mechanics in the game. It was really fun. It did, like I said, it worked very well for the confined space of a city. The only thing I didn't really like about Wild Zones was I felt like sometimes the assortments in them were a little too random. I think they should have been themed a little better. That's my personal opinion. But all in all, I think they made each one of them relatively unique for the most part. They're all sized very differently, shaped very differently. Some of them are very, very cinematic, I guess I want to say, where they have a lot going on. And some of them are just quite literally like little park areas. But again, I think the assortment was a little too random in some of them, and I think they should have been thematically put together a little better. That's the only real complaint I have about that. I thought the story in the game was incredibly fun. It was really cool. I really enjoyed taking down the Rogue Megas again. Really wish that there was an online mode for this regarding that part of the game. That's just such a disappointing aspect for me. I really can't believe it. Just it's a dumb decision. I'm sorry, it's a really dumb decision. Maybe I'll have egg on my face one day and they'll add it in. I don't think so, but a man can dream. Anyway, so there's that. And let's see, something else that I really liked about the game. I thought the selection of Pokemon was really fun. There's only about like 250 or so of them, I believe, a little more maybe. But it's a Legends game. I kind of get it. Arceus didn't have had a very similar number, I believe, right? It was something around there. I'll be completely honest here. I haven't caught every single Pokemon yet, but it is my goal to do that. But yeah, all in all, I've been really enjoying it. I wish there was a little bit more of a reward for catching multiple of the same. Doesn't really feel, outside of the Mabel research thing, obviously, doesn't really feel worth it sometimes. Gonna be real. Just gonna be very real here. The returning characters are all cool. The ending, gonna be real. I was a little sad by it, to be completely honest with you. Didn't expect it either, if I'm going to be honest. No spoilers, obviously. I'll leave it at that. And all in all, and I played a little bit of the online mode. It's fun. Not really for me 100%, but relatively fun. I just played it so I can get the Evolution Stone, the Mega Stone, sorry. And that's really it. All in all, I think I'd probably give this game like a solid 8.5 maybe out of 10. Very fun game. The haters online are dumb, and they just all coordinate together to say the same thing anyway. I think it's definitely worth a try, especially if you were a fan of Arceus. And that's about it. I'll leave it at that. Let me know what your opinions of the game were down below. If you liked it, if you hated it. I'm just love to hear what you think. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.